Oh. All right, so Donova's going to try and hold this compound right now. Off screen, Rex does get the initiation on Lambu, does get a knock. Helen right now holding with it, Groza does so much damage. He takes only one hit, and that's going to be a knock for Adder. But actually, a great play by Heaven with a shorty on the handrail. He knocks him out.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a brilliant play, really using his brain there.
That is unbelievably smart there. And now Donowa is going to lose Helen and that Groza for this.
My goodness.
Well, okay, now they're going to make a go at this.
Yep, Salute's going to come in and try and salvage the situation right now, but it might be too little too late. Ghibli, they're already healing up right now, and Rex and Heaven, they're in a good position right now.
Well, now you're giving some open space to a team to come underneath you because you gambled on this 1-3 split. A grenade there from Adder, or excuse me, Heaven gets one. Heaven still trying to do everything he can. He's been playing marvelously so far in this fight.
Yeah, Donowa trying to make something happen. There's so much chaos going on right now. It's hard to see who is who and where they are, but Heaven right now going to go for the res on Adder. It is important to get as many guns as you can in this situation. In the meantime, New Happy in a little bit of trouble themselves as GEX is throwing all their utilities. You see frags, smokes, molotovs flying, and Salute actually caught unaware.
Gets hit by his own grenade. It bounces off of Heaven and hits him. Oh my goodness. That was awkward.
Was wondering where that was coming from. Like, wait.
He was cooking a grenade. Now, there goes B7. Adder not able to escape his death. And that's going to be Donowa in a very long, bloody fight. Winning it, but at what cost? Because here comes Jufu. They saw that fight over. They know there's going to be a res going through. They're trying to capitalize on where Donowa was. Donowa making him pay for it, along with some help from other teams.
Pero, 17, Maru, everybody's just wailing into Jufu right now, man. They try to run the gauntlet to get in on this, but you look at the mini-map and it's just lasers. There's so many lines being pointed, all coalescing on that location. Oh, poor Jufu. In the meantime, New Happy, they did end up cleaning GEX with minimal losses. They're going to get the res.
Yeah, Ming Ming coming up big there. We didn't get to see it on screen, but finally some signs of life from the MVP at times of the PCL. Ian there going to pick up Salute, so Donowa loses yet another player in a very long, bloody battle for the center of this circle.
Right now, Longscore with an 8x mini. He knows Tyloo is posted up in this compound, and he's trying to get some intel for his teammates, but there's so many long angles right here. You see Xiao Lu up there on the hill with a, I think that's a Mark 14, try to take some shots. He's truly proven to be a thorn in people's sides right now. I mean, that is Miramar though, right?
Right, that's what you do on Miramar. You use that terrain to your advantage. You try to get angles that he hits a heady onto Lin with that Mark 14 as well to make matters worse there for Infantry. Infantry has an unbelievable difficult fight. They're going to be watched by 4 Angry Men. At best, they're going to get into a fight with Tyloo, and I don't know if they can win it. So instead, they're going to be like, okay, well, 4 AM spread out. Let's try to, pick this apart one by one.
Oh, this is a distraction, too. You know he's trying to create space for Volleybear and Longscore right now as they're running up. Xiao Lu seems like he's aware of this. He's running away. Barrel is out, but he's going to be exposed right here, and he sprays him down. Really nice shooting right there by Volleybear.
This is what makes Infantry so good, is decisions like this. When things look really bad, that's just really good shooting here from Tyloo. But when things look really bad, they're able to make something out of nothing. And now they're going to try to wrap right behind the rest of 4 AM, who have settled up ahead as their 3-man left sits in front of Infantry. But this is going to be a little bit tough. Longscore sitting in the phase 4 blue. That's not ideal.
Yep, here we go. Everybody's coming in on this position right now. Trying to throw a desperation frag, but his teammate Zhao Hai actually gets the knock right there on Lin. Caught unawares though, and he's going to be sprayed down.
Zhao Hai getting beat up. I think Tyloo might be getting involved in this as well, as he is trying to throw some stuns. Yep. Here they come. The side shots just a bit off the mark there for CC. Wang Zai able to get Zhao Hai, but now he's in the blue and going to get clipped in the side of the head. Now he is knocked, so just LZ left for 4 Angry Men, and he sees Longskirt.
Yeah, the 3P is real. These fights are so tough because these players are so skilled. It's hard to clean them up quickly, and if you're stuck in the blue like this and trying to get into the circle, you just know these teams. They're so thirsty for kills. They're going to roll up on you and kill them off, just like Tyloo did right there. Yeah,
but Tyloo took a bunch of knocks here, and, LZ is trying to capitalize on this. He knows it. I mean, of course, there's the dead bodies of his teammates to grab the heals and stuff, so he's going to start popping first aids. But again, phase 5 blue ticks very, 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 very fast. I think it's 5 damage per second, if I'm not mistaken. So
I think you're right.
you're not going to last long out there, even with all the first aids in the world. As New Happy did win that fight against GEX, going to try to push forward, and it's poor old Renba still with that motorcycle.
Yeah.
Hanging it out in this shack. He got an AUG, though.
How did he get an AUG?
Oh, no. There was a crate that dropped by that gas station. Show and Soul as well getting involved. Donowell with 5 kills and still 2 up. Still in this one. Not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And just look at the mini-map. Everybody's laying into the freaks right now. It's so tough on Miramar, especially in a circle like this. You see how much flat terrain there is in these, especially these 2-story buildings, the vantage point they give. The sight lines are just absolutely huge. Anybody that's outside of hard cover right now is just basically living on borrowed time as Tyloo tries to find some way of getting in. You see the shots coming in right now from Soul and Rex.
If you can work hill to hill here on the edges, you can maybe get this done. But the further north you have to go, the worse this gets.
Right.
So it's going to be really challenging. You can see USG going to have to make a move here themselves, and that shack is the only thing offering any kind of safety. So they're going to lose their vehicles for that at best. Maybe their lives as well.
Yep, Americano's going to go down for sure. I think he actually just got hit by his teammate, if I'm not mistaken. There is Aches left. A little bit of friendly fire right there, and a lot of smoke on that shack. I'm not sure how long the Donuts will be able to hold, though. That is a dangerous position between the shack and Murado.
Well, it's all they got.
Yeah?
That's
what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, you can see from this angle that we're watching Tianba's push. It's tough. It is definitely tough. Yacha, for Maru, the last player alive on that team, trying to, just prone inside of that shack and stay alive as long as he can. Eke out his... Oh, wait, no, there's Gok still left. They're spread out. I see this now.
Oh.
I just caught this. We didn't have the player tracker up on the top left, so I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
I thought he was all by his lonesome.
I thought he was too, but actually Gok is on the edge of the circle waiting, maybe going to try to put some kind of pincer maneuver here on a Tianba. I mean, if he had a grenade right now, if he could get in a range of it, he could just end their round.
Looking at the minimap, it actually seems like he's going to rotate counterclockwise and try and find some position in by Lash. I guess they're kind of giving up on Yacha's position, I would think.
Wow.
There you go.
That was fast. That was really good shooting from Gok. Going to put Lash down, trying to come through the hill. I think he's got enough here that he's going to be okay. I think.
There's just enough play here, I think, with these ledges. You can barely see from this angle with Gok. I mean, those are some really tight sight lines. This is a precarious position, but he's making it work for now. And wow, 17. They got to be so happy with this.
Oh, yeah.
That's a goated circle right there for them.
It's pretty unbelievable. There's not going to be much other than maybe the hills on the other side of the road and a few of the hills out on the outskirts of this compound that people are going to be able to hang out in. So it's going to be pretty difficult for a lot of these teams to get anywhere near 17 territory. I don't know, I don't know if anybody has vehicles decent enough left to make a crash. Maybe New Happy does.
Yeah, we see Tyloo right now. They have 2 vehicles right here. New Happy as well with a buggy and a Murado. And I think probably what's going to happen is sometime between now and the next circle, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw multiple teams try and crash that compound and take that position, because it feels pretty much unwinnable unless you're able to take that compound, if I'm not mistaken. Unless there's like a hard shift to the south or something. I'm not sure how much of a ridgeline there is on that road.
You know what's funny is there's still 9 teams left. So
yeah,
you're still out of the placement points if you die, if you're the team that goes out here. Now, Tianba tries to make a move immediately. 2 of them taken out by Ix left in Show. Now the other 2 trying to come down this hill, trying to find some kind of space. And Xiaobei gets 1 Tong alive, but beat up. And a good grenade will end his round here. Xiaobei cooked it. If it's on point, oh, he's just shy of getting the knock. There it is. Oh, no, wait.
He's still up. It was
he's still up. That was his teammate. 7-7. Oh, Lin Chun.
Oh, my goodness.
How are they still alive?
I don't know. They're making it work.
This is wild.
I love the moving cover right there. Hits the handbrake and stops that, but yeah. I don't know how they survived that, man. I thought those nades were going to take him out.
I thought so, too. USG is going to have an opportunity to maybe backstab this fight. Meanwhile, Peril probably just going to stay on the other side of the road, I would assume. And Genji's Renba still in that shack, man. He's probably going to get points, at least placement points, if he doesn't go out, because there's still 9 teams.
Yeah, there's actually a little bit more of a ridgeline than I thought there would be on the north side of that road. So maybe a little bit more play. Maybe won't see teams too eager to dive that compound. Have to see what this next circle does, but Gawk finally gets cleaned up there by Donovan. Oh no, at what cost?
Oh, that was...
Line them up, boys.
That was... Yeah, tried to go for the motorcycle and was immediately punished for it.
Renba, no.
He's been spotted, but...
Oh, poor Renba.
Oh, he's done. A good molly here.
I hear the Korean
I
crying.
know. But he at least got a placement point out of it.
Yeah, it's worth it, man. Those add up.
Maybe 2. That's fine. 17, though, is just going to make life a living hell for everybody around them. Oh, that's actually Mill here from Pero. New Happy just doesn't have a lot that they can do. They tried to see if they could establish a beachhead behind that shack. It was immediately swatted away, and now they're stuck at that crossroad.
And, man, Tong and his teammate, Linshin, they're somehow still alive by that little, by those 2 destroyed vehicles they've got. It's a miracle that they haven't been naded down into oblivion by 17 yet. And this circle's going to end up shifting north, so a little bit playable for Pero right here. The question is, what is New Happy going to do? Are they going to try and contest this position over here by Pero? They might after that initiation on Aches left. They do get a knock.
Oh, what a grenade from Lin Shun. He finds 2 of 17. That's huge. That could be a game changer for this round. It's now Tai Lu. They want to put some pressure. They want to capitalize on this. And Lin Shun, for that great grenade, is going to pay the price and get knocked.
Everything is falling apart for 17 right now. I don't know if they have the time for the reses. They got to defend this position. Tong's right now throwing mollies. He's trying to set up some kind of space in here, trying to clear these doors. But I don't know, man. This is looking really precarious here for 17. I think Show might be going for the res, but
that grenade.
Oh, that nade? Wow,
perfect.
What a bounce.
It's perfect, right on top of Zhao Yang. Now he's going to go for the follow-up, hoping somebody was upstairs. That one I don't think is going to quite connect. Suju trying to push forward, trying to gain some ground, but it's Sia who's going to shut Shu down. Now going to go for the flush with his own grenade. 17, get the reses. Shu not flush just yet. Little Ghost trying to come in to see if he can get it in, and it looks like he's going to be able to get it.
Yeah, that's going to be a clutch res if they can pull it off right now. Tai Lu not able to get the bag completely here. They do a lot of damage to 17, but they don't clean it up.
Got to stay safe. That fire is oh so close, but not quite for the opponents here. Now, New Happy is able to take quite a bit of space off of this. Pero's kind of stuck now with nothing but very slim margins and slim angles to work with.
Yeah, New Happy really capitalizing on that initial knock to take this kind of beachhead, as you put it, by that shack. And right now, they really want to be the only team on the north side of this road. They want to clean up Pero so they can control this side of the map.
And you can see they know there's not many places that Pero can hide at this point. So they're going to time the grenades, throw them together. Mill takes quite a bit of damage for that second grenade hit the front of the tree.
Yeah.
Didn't really get much out of it.
That molly might be right on the tree, though. That's beautifully done.
That's Mill knocked.
What a Molotov right there.
Oh, they even are shooting at him, too, to make matters worse. Oh, he didn't get knocked. He just
didn't?
Yeah, Aches left did, but Mill must have gotten the heel off in the middle of all that.
Yeah, somehow surviving at 1H, but living on borrowed time right now as NH close position on him. In the meantime, Tiamas Linshin taking some nice sprays there. Oh, he gets Show with a headshot. Lil Ghost on 1H, he's going to go down as well. Linshin doing a clinic right here in the open. Dodging shots left and right, too, by Sia. What a play.
17's gone. Tai Lu was able to capitalize on the back of that, and Lin Shun making it work. That early double knock with the grenade, he's able to stabilize over the long run. Tong, his teammate, still knocked, though, and the pressure now coming from both Tai Lu and New Happy on the other side of the road. Lin Shun just trying to hang on for dear life, stuns out, but this is going to be really tough for him.
Yeah, he's making it work right now, even with no armor and no meds. Such a tough position. In the meantime, New Happy, as you said, they're trying to apply some pressure on this position now. They know there is a skirmish going off. They're trying to get any picks they can. But for now, things kind of calming down. A little bit of a standstill. Not too much utility on these teams. No frags going off just yet. Linshin will be able to get the res. Such a difficult position.
Yeah, you can see Ming Ming has the AUG with a 3x to spray. And that means Tai Lu's just got to kind of chill. The center of the circle, I think, is actually right on the middle of this road. I think Phase 9 is going to end right on the middle of the road. So a slight advantage then to New Happy, maybe. But it looks like there's maybe enough of a dip on the other side here. Oh, Tongzi taking a whole bunch of damage.
Yeah, that damage matters a lot too, even if he heals it up, because I don't know what the armor situation is in that building, but I think that's a 3 vest. It's like almost gone now, and you really want to have some armor here for the final fights. This is such a dangerous position. These teams, I mean, they're broke. Like, there would be frags going in here if they had them.
Lin Shun, though, still some way finding enough space. He hears the footsteps coming out, and he's waiting for it, looking for the heads, but it's Ming Ming. He's going to open up with a little bit of damage of his own, so Tai Lu wants to push this angle, but it's actually New Happy that's buying a little bit of time for Tiamba.
Tiamba really just holding on by a thread. I think they actually might have found, no, it's not a frag, it's just another smoke.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Yep.
That is huge.
See with a great peek there on Tong, but Lin Shun's been the clutch one, but no! Ming Ming spraying him down! That's going to be it for Tiamba Esports right now, and it's 3-on-3.
All right, here we go. New Happy getting some opening damage. Tongzi able to heal up. Going to switch over to that barrel. He had grabbed a shotgun in there as well. See Zhao Yang down to 1 first aid kit and some bandages, and that's about it. You still have Sia out on the wide flank. Nan's going to be an important part of this for New Happy if they're going to find their first win.
Yeah, this is such a precarious position right now. This road is just a no man's land between these two teams, and it's kind of a matter of who's going to be able to get the first headshots off when they peak. That's why that Sia position is critical, and I think New Happy knows it. They're trying to wait for the blue to push him out.
I think New Happy just has a slightly better angle on this. Oh, Tongzi, if he's able to get over the road, that's going to be disaster here. Zipian spots him out. Ming Ming trying to shoot him down as well. Has to keep his eyes on Sia. Zipian's going to do 1, make it 2 with the transfer and the finish for Ming Ming. New Happy finally going to put themselves on the board.
Finally for New Happy, man. We knew it was a matter of time. They were off to a terribly slow start here at PCS 6 Asia, but finally clutching out a win with 2,400 damage.
Huge. Huge game for them, and we said they just needed one good win, and they're right back in it. And they're going to be somewhere in that top half for sure now.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot of kills they racked up there at the end, and they played that road beautifully. I mean, establishing that beachhead, as you call it, there on the shack that Renbo was trying to survive in for so long, taking that position away from the other team, and then just holding that road. I mean, we saw Tong go for a beautiful play, trying to sneak around on the outskirts and set up an angle and catch them unawares, but he got spotted. New Happy just with absolutely clutch play, very good situational awareness, great gunplay, fantastic win for them.
Yep, exactly. So this is what we were expecting eventually out of New Happy, and we'll see going over to Erangel what the hot drop situation is going to look like.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, after a win like that, you got to be feeling pretty confident. And Danawa, I don't know. I know they were coming into this pretty committed to that fight, because they feel pretty confident that they're going to be a team that will be in all of the global events this year, is Danawa, and, rightly so. They play very, very well. But, if you're not getting PGC points in this event, then going forward, it can get a little dicey.
Yeah, you never want to be in a position where you need to clutch out tournament wins late in the season. You want to get those points in the bag as early as you can. That's why this tournament is so important, man.
Yeah, exactly. This grenade here was just, so good. Lin Shun.
Lin Shun really was like, he's like pulling rock from a water. You know what I mean.
Water from a rock.
Pulling water from a rock.
Yeah.
It was such a tough situation that he was making it work. He was mowing people down. He was landing clutch nades. He was all by himself keeping Tiamba and his teammate alive.
It's pretty easy to pull rocks from water. There's a lot of them in there.
Well, it's easy when Lin Shun does it.
Yeah.
That's
he makes
the point I was
easy.
making.
No, absolutely. Pulling water from a rock, absolutely. Lin Shun he's just one of those guys who's just got it, man. He's been good for a really long time. In the PCL, in the PCSs. The guy's just an absolute superstar. He's, a great leader for that team as well. So, Tiamba doing the best they can in a very bad situation, to be frank. The fact that they're able to hold on that long is super impressive.
That was definitely the worst position any team had there going in the final circle. I mean, they have basically no cover. They have one slope to play with, and miraculously they made it work for a long time. They got a lot of knocks. I'm not sure how many points they got out of it, but it was such a valiant effort.
We'll see. We get to see that, actually. They're going to show us how many points they got. I'm kind of curious, too. I mean, it's going to be decent. It's got to be close to double digits, I would think. I don't know. Look at Tyler's travel distance. Huge.
Yeah, 33,740 meters is pretty crazy. Not as much as we had last game. That was like, what, 40K plus or something?
Yeah, for Tiamba, it was like 40K plus.
Absolutely nuts. Been all of that utility. For a game with so much utility usage, it was just kind of surprising there at the end because, you know, the position that Tiamba was in, it felt like no one had any utility whatsoever because otherwise they would have flushed them out ages ago, right?
Right. It was a bit awkward there, but you could see Tiamba really only threw 3 frags and 3 mollies. That's a lot less than it feels like because the frags they threw connected.
Yeah, they got some value frags there, but really a poor man's game. And I mean, that just kind of happens sometimes if you're getting kills that you can't loot and you have to maneuver around a lot on the map. I mean, they traveled 18,000 meters. That's tough.
Still, all things considered, not that bad for Tiamba. 17 continues to have a good run on Miramar, but those knocks, that damage that Tiamba was able to do, opened enough space for Tai Lu to get into the backside of 17, and they weren't able to hold that compound. And that's probably something they're going to kick themselves a bit for. You know, you feel pretty good when you saw those circles that, oh, you know, I'm sure chat was all, 17 wins, 17 wins. Well, guess what? They didn't.
If it was a smaller compound, it's a lot easier to defend, but that's one that has a lot of surface area on the perimeter, right? And if you got multiple teams trying to come in from different angles and take that critical position away from you, it just takes one knock for all the dominoes to fall and everything to come apart, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, still a not bad game at all for 17, and we'll take a look at the end circle here with, I think all the last 5 teams were Chinese teams, and
oh, that's right.
They were so good. Yeah, Peril goes down, and then the New Happy has complete control over their half of the road. Tai Lu, though, to their credit, able to finally, you know, deal with the pesky Tiamba team, and then it's a 3v3, but the angle just slightly better on New Happy's side of the road, and that's why you have to see Tongzi make that move to try to push the other side.
Yeah, it was such a smart play. I mean, it was really close to getting an angle on, I think it was, ZPN right there.
You can see it's no smokes.
Yeah.
This is just...
Can't make it happen. Just get spotted out, and then the sprays come in, and everything falls apart. And really smart also by New Happy. They know that Sia, in that building, he has a really nice vantage point with hard cover. And that was their strongest position on the other side of the road. So just wait for the blue to come in and flush them out of that, and then everything just falls apart.
Yeah, it's just good, steady, disciplined play from New Happy, and it's why they've won PGC. It's why they won the PCL Spring. It's why they're, by most people's account, the best team in the world right now. Ming Ming with a 7-kill performance here, and this is why this is the best player in the world.
58.3% of his team's kills. Absolutely nuts. 709 damage. Really great game out of Ming Ming. Beautiful sprays. I mean, this team mechanically so gifted. They just got to get the ball rolling, and they're going to be a threat to win this thing.
I mean, give him an AUG. I mean, he's great with a barrel. You just give him an AUG, and it just makes matters worse. 709 damage. What a
lot of damage.
What a performance for my fantasy team. Thanks, Ming Ming.
22 points there for New Happy, man. You said it. They just need one win with a lot of kills. They did it instantly. No Caster Curse this time.
I was able to reverse Caster Curse.
That was a blessing.
I know. How did that happen? That's not right.
And Tai Lu, once again.
Can we check outside? Are there pigs flying? Are cats and dogs living together out there? I'm not sure.
Tai Lu, man, every single one of these games, especially on Miramar, they're finishing somewhere in the top 4 in points. And they're not really winning a lot of these.
Literally every game.
But they're racking up kills. They're getting deep. They're playing so smart. I don't know if it's the coaching, if it's the play calling, I don't know if it's the gunplay, but whatever they're doing, it's working. And they're now first place, 87 points. And New Happy, they went from, I think, 15th to 7th.
Unbelievable. I mean, just what a jump here for New Happy. And now they're right in the mix. Now they're a team you can start talking about. I mean, yeah, Genji and Tai Lu are pretty far ahead in terms of points above even 17 Gaming, but it's not insurmountable. There's still a ton of games to be played. I mean, even just today, we have 2 more games with 2 more Erangel.
Yep.
And then tomorrow, we still have 5 more games to round out the week, and then we have another week.
Yeah.
So, look, anything's possible. The New Happy can definitely start heating up and getting it done, but Tai Lu, you know, their Miramar, so strong, and I don't think they even got a win.
No, I don't think they have a win yet. They've gotten, like,
they're just kicking everybody's butts.
Top 2s, top 3s, and they're just racking up the kills.
It's unbelievable. I mean, but you just watch them. The way they maneuver on the map is so smart. It's so methodical. You know, they take their time. They make sure the right angles are clear where they can then make a move. They find great timings to third-party things. They know that map so well.
And Gen G were going on Erangel. I mean,
Yeah.
they got top 2 in every Erangel game so far.
Pretty good.
I'm feeling pretty good.
It's pretty good.
You know?
They could get another one here. And
I
that's
hope they
crazy to
do.
think that Gen G has 3 wins and Tyloo's still ahead of them.
Yeah, that's what's crazy is Tyloo, just every single time they play, they're getting, I want to say top 4 and a ton of kills. They're like 1, 2, or 3 on the kill leaderboard. They're just so consistent. It's incredible. And Danawa Esports, this is one of Korea's strongest teams. We're not having the great performance here so far, but again, we're only a handful of matches in. We have a lot of games ahead of us.
Are they going to hot drop? Probably.
Yeah.
My gut tells me that we are not done with the Yaz drop. I don't know about the Gatka one. That might be done.
We'll see. We'll see. B7, they weren't doing too hot, were they? Am I mistaken? It was
they were
Donuts that were winning it. It's hard to remember. We've had so many hot drops on Erangel.
I can't remember now. Yeah, there was so much going on at the beginning of those Erangel games.
Yeah.
But I think B7, since they backed off the San Martin fight, they might be the ones backing off the Gatka fight.
I think that's a smart thing too. I mean, B7, they are a talented team, but they're not one of the big dogs here at this event. And you know that if you're setting yourself up in those hot drops early, unless you're absolutely dominating them and you have the confidence to execute every single time, don't hamstring yourself early. Don't give yourself a handicap. Just drop someplace safe, even if it's not your best spot, even if you're not as practiced with the rotations out of it. At least you'll have your full fighting force, right? And put yourself in a position to succeed in the mid and the late game.
Yeah, I agree. I would rather see that. I think that's definitely the wiser play. GEX has been quiet. I think definitely a disappointing performance for them based on what we saw from them at the end of the last year, especially at PGC. Really shocking everybody with a very strong performance at that event. Not just getting into the final lobby, I think they got 9th place or 8th place overall. And that's really good in a stacked lobby that PGC has. So definitely not the event that I was expecting out of GX, to be honest.
I will say, though, that their defense and their crisis management has been impeccable so far. We saw it multiple times on Miramar and on Erangel. Them getting crashed by one or multiple teams and just holding their own and doing a great job and taking minimal damage. But yeah, like you're right, they haven't really had that killer instinct. They haven't been making the smart plays in terms of maneuvering and rotating around the map and setting themselves up in position to get really deep in these matches.
Agreed. Peril as well, a bit of a struggle, especially yesterday. They were really off. Today they look a little bit better. Aches Left has gotten some decent moments, and overall, though, they're still making a few head scratchers of decisions. AZ is apparently the shot caller on this team, so it seems like they're struggling a bit, but they came alive late in the PCL to make this, to qualify for this, so, maybe they can do that. Them and Infantry both came alive kind of late. Infantry actually just barely qualified for this in the very last game of the PCL.
China is just such a stacked region.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
There's so many good teams, it's just ridiculous. Like, literally every event, I'm like, no, any Chinese team can win this.
Yeah. I mean, like, coming into this one, I was personally unfamiliar with Jufu and then they didn't show up, but it's like, oh, it's a Chinese team. They're going to do well, and yeah, like, they're putting up a really respectable performance right now in what I think is their international debut, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. They're a brand new team. I mean, yes, a few of the players are former subs for some really good teams.
Yeah.
Gray from Pero and others, but even though Gray isn't even starting today, but they've got 2 rookies as well, just brand new players that are, and they qualify. I mean, they're insane. I mean, the talent level is so deep. It's just crazy.
It's why Asia is the best region in the world in PUBG.
That's right. Absolutely. Preach it. Spread it. Tell your friends and family and your dogs and your cats and your grandparents. I don't even
get
tell
a tattoo.
Everybody. Yeah, get a tattoo. Asia best region.
Oh, I cannot wait to get here in Erangel, man. I am excited. I want to see if we got hot drops. I really want to see it.
We do. There'll be at least one. I think the Gatka one might be done, but I don't think the Aznaya one's done.
Yeah, but I mean, you said it already. Like, it doesn't make sense that we're both landing like West Yaz and going for the fight. Like, you can still land Yaz and make safe rotations out of it. There's a lot of room to maneuver out of there. Like, you got the fields to the south, you got the hills to the north.
Yeah, there's enough room for 2 teams.
There's definitely enough room for 2 teams.
But I don't know why those 2 teams can't, settle that score. I'm not sure.
Why can't we just be friends?
Our diplomacy has fallen apart, yeah. Not sure why.
Now the Kwangdong Freaks.
Yeah.
This is another team that I think really has the potential to, you know, light a fire and come alive here in these next couple of days. They're a really solid team, one of the best teams in Korea. And right now, I mean, we were thinking that Danawa and the Freaks were going to be the teams really repping Korea here. Genji was a little bit of a wild card given the recent roster upheaval and them making the necessary adjustments with Inonix being new IGL. But right now, Genji's kind of carrying the torch for Korea. Besides that, it's all China.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it shouldn't be too surprising to anybody that the Chinese teams are starting to pick up steam. Here we go. We go to Erangel for the 4th game of the day. The 9th match overall?
9th match
overall.
overall.
Did it. All right.
Get out the colored pencils.
Let's go. Erangel time, people. We got 2 more games today, and then we will be done for the day. So, let's see what the plane path will bring us as we move over to the grassy pastures. And yeah, okay, right over Severny, heading down to Ferry Pier. So a little bit of a western plane path. The Yaz fight's still very much in play, though. So if it's going to happen, we'll know. Danawa, at least, is going. New Happy is as well. So it's happening. Well, this is kind of interesting. Who's got the better drop here?
Yeah, New Happy kind of dropping a little bit earlier than you would think.
These are very different drops.
Yeah, from this distance, usually, I mean, like, I'm not very good at this game, but from this distance, I'm looking at the map, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to, like, start my drop about 90 degrees perpendicular to where Yaz is. We'll see who wins that race, and actually, I think we do have a hot drop, but maybe it's not what we expected. It's this compound to the
GEX
northwest
wasn't
of
ready.
Yaz.
They weren't ready.
Now it's GEX that's going to play against New Happy, and
it's Mini Oz. Oh, no, GEX, oh, they can't even get the vehicle. Oh, my, oh, he's going to run him over.
No, GEX.
He's going to run him over. I mean, you got the tree. What are you doing? You got to stay by the tree.
Oh!
Why? Why did you stay by the tree, Yanli? Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think we do have one GEX player in this compound. If I'm not mistaken, these colors are quite similar to that. Yeah, we definitely do. And that's Xenon going down.
Well,
rough start for GEX here. And
they weren't expecting this.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have done this.
Poor guys.
I think they were expecting, you know, I think they assumed this was either New Happy or Danawa, but I think they also assumed that they were going to be dropping to go for Yaz, not for
but I
compound.
mean, New Happy dropping early like that, I mean, we were immediately wondering, like, is this actually a Yaz drop? Because
it's not the ideal. I didn't think it was the ideal one, but I was like, I might be wrong. New Happy knows better than me.
Yeah, actually, Nan, is he coming all the way over here to East Yaz? Is this bad blood not over?
Oh, that is
all right, okay.
This is like just mega confidence.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna say for a second, like, if that's the play that you're going for,
I don't even think like professional wrestlers have this much confidence when they come out onto the stage. You know, like they've got all this bravado, and this is like so confident to even sniff at Yaz at this point.
Yeah, instead they're just gonna be fanning out a little bit here to the north side, and you can't blame them. We have a very northeastern circle here, given the plane path. I gotta say.
We'll see. It's very likely to end up south of the river, at least, but you never know. Crazy things do happen from time to time. Previous match here, V7 just absolutely not doing well on Miramar today.
No, they've had a really rough go of things.
It has not gone well.
Is this just them getting sprayed down? I'm trying to recall this
infantry
moment.
Just 2 times, I think, across 2 different maps. I think V7 died to infantry. Oh, they just prone and waited. Oh, this was all while Salute was blowing himself up with a grenade on accident.
Oh, that's why I don't recall this exactly. Yeah, this is
so this is a good replay because we didn't really see it.
Yeah, these vehicles are going at like 10 miles an hour. That's brutal. I was gonna say I really don't recall this at all, but
that's why, because we didn't see it.
Yeah.
It's off camera. See, those are the replays I like. The ones that we didn't get to see because we were busy watching other stuff.
I also like it when it's a different map because that way I don't get bamboozled.
Yeah, that too. That you don't get tricked.
I don't have enough brain cells to really decipher what's going on, right? Like, they could, like, if like, the last map was Erangel and, like, somebody had, like, a Groza and an Om and we're 3 minutes in and be like, oh, my God!
Yeah,
how are they doing this?
Yeah, I didn't hear any planes.
They must have found a secret room.
Yeah, in the secret rooms, yes. Were there flares? I don't know.
Ming Ming. Fantastic
crazy,
game. 7 kills, 709 damage. Actually, Show almost racking up 4 digits, 955 damage, only 4 kills to his name. That was a great performance.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage.
Well, you know 17 was just laying down the hurt on everybody surrounding that compound, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, they can just, you know, pepper people for days from there. All right, well, I am seeing some... What is that? Is that... Why are we showing the... Are they listening to us? Are they like, see, there is a plane coming in? And I'm like...
There's a plane coming.
Usually they listen to the Korean casters, and we don't get any say in what the observers look at.
It was a beautiful shot. I mean,
Hold
it
on.
reminds me of...
Let me try something. Pero's making a rotation right by 17. Boom.
Oh, wow, look at that skill. Actually, 4 a.m. is there, too. This is kind of chaotic. Pero
Yeah,
Ming is going to shoot down 4 a.m. right there, and... Uh-oh, LZ right on the other side of this wall. Does 17 realize? No, they don't!
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness, LZ! He sprays down Show. Is he going to get another one?
If he gets Suju here. Oh, nope. It's the drive-by by Lil Goes to Xiaobei.
What an insane engagement happening right now.
Oh, they're just able to get here in time now. LZ had a grenade cooked and it gets Little Ghost. He had a grenade in his hand state. What is this fight?
One of those players was like, I don't even know what was happening, man. We caught wind of that a little bit too late. I'm so confused.
Xiaobei. Ooh, that's a lot of damage that Lu just took getting out of that car. That car got absolutely flung into outer space. Show very weak. If this connects from Xiaohai, he's knocked for sure. Oh, what a jump spray.
That's with an AUG.
Yeah, see, are we sure this was in the previous match? Oh, Lu. It's a good grenade onto Xiaobei here. And now this is just absolutely brutal for both these teams. I think Xiaohai's gone. Nope, the heal came through.
Wow, yeah, look at that. That 12 damage would have knocked him. Instead, Petrichor Road, they're going to be getting in on this now. Of course, they did have that vehicle drive by, so they're aware this battle's been going on for a while now. Xiaohai throwing another Molly, not going to be able to connect with Show as Mill just continues to lay down the hurt.
Well, this is just great for Pero. They're able to just kind of watch this, you know, pick up the pieces where they can. Don't overextend on anything. Another grenade in there. Show, though, is in the other room, so he's not going to take any damage off of that. Lil Ghost is sandwiched between two cars. I don't think 4AM even cares. They just either don't know or don't care that he's sitting there. What? Now, okay, now infantry's showing up to the party.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Pero, they originally had a nice little surround on this compound trying to get as many kills as they can. Instead, they're going to have to be pushed off there by infantry.
4AM,
meantime,
yeah, gone.
Here we go. Kind of a surprising result. That was an awkward skirmish. We only caught the... It kind of was the beginning because it was a really long battle, but the initiation must have been so weird. I mean, we had a situation with two players spraying down a passing car, and then a player right next to them from an opposing team also spraying, and the other two just think it's their teammate shooting, so they don't notice.
Well, it's three teams at once, and that causes a ton of chaos.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, everybody's not sure what's going on. Grenades are flying everywhere. You know, Pero's trying to watch the fight from afar, and then at the very end of that, infantry even showed up briefly to see if they could pick up any pieces. But infantry actually had to back off. They have, you know, they got swatted away enough by Pero that they weren't happy to try to commit to that fight.
Yeah, and at the end of it, 4 a.m., they're out of this map, and 17, they're down to half their manpower. Kind of a rough start for a lot of really good teams.
Just one of those weird timing things. Nobody was gunning for that fight. Except for Father Time. he was interested in that fight.
He absolutely was. Agent of Chaos him.
Yeah, but for what it's worth, you know, nobody wanted to take that fight, but it had to because of what happened in the beginning. Because like you were talking about, those initial sprays, and then, you know, if you're Pero, you're seeing this fight, and you're like, well, maybe we can just fan out and take some pieces of this.
Yep. Meantime, a lot of these other teams just making rotations into this circle. Not too much chaos going now. Got that a little bit out of the way. Where's Genji rolling up on? This is the same compound that we had all this action on, right? Yeah, 17 right there posted up on the left side. Genji safely rolling through here. Not too many teams in the vicinity.
No, it's pretty spread out. You know, that early fight actually opened up a bit of space as well, with one team completely gone and a couple players. There's just a little bit of extra room to breathe. Not much, but enough that Genji, it looks like they've stopped for now. Kwangdong is just chilling on the outside of the shelter, coming out of the military base. But there's plenty of space on the southeast side, and the circle's pretty likely to start going south in some fashion, or east, but because eventually it's going to want to move away from that river. But we'll see. It doesn't have to. We can hope We can hope for super spicy, and that it just like goes right by the river.
Yeah, we had a distinct lack of bad circles, you know? I want some really messy ones, man.
Yeah, it's been unusual for me. I'm so used to just awful circles in Asia. But here at PCS 6, I guess it's just not our time.
All right, here we go. V7 Gomp rolling in here on New Happy's Nan. Nan with a really smart nade initiation. He actually gets a second one there on Pudding. That's Pudding down.
Oh, look at just New Happy swarms like bees on top of this. They are just, you know, they want to protect the queen, and that's not right now. Oh, V7. Okay, well, they got one. They got ZP on.
Yeah, 2-star with a nice spray there, catching ZP on unawares.
Ooh.
Nade's going to get him back, though, and Ming Ming actually getting decked. Gomp coming through with the AR right there, spraying him down, trying to go through the vehicle, but not quite. Oh, Nan, right on top. Beautiful angle. Gets down Gomp. V7's down to what, 2 players?
Yeah, it's not good. They do get the knock on to HS, so now it's just Nan here for New Happy. Oh, he gets in the vehicle. Janggu, almost had the angle. Not quite.
He knows exactly where Pudding is, too. Pudding's going to get the flush there on Ming Ming. Just Nan and Pudding now.
Pudding's going to go for the res. That's going to give Nan enough opportunity to go for a few. Oh, he heard it. He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Oh, that grenade just went too far.
Going to get the flush himself, and then I think try and clear this out.
The res came through, though. So
oh, it did?
This is now a little bit trickier.
This is a tough angle. In the meantime, Anonix actually crashing this to help out Spear. Spear's going to take down Longster. In the meantime, Nan does clean up Pudding.
This is the Alamo here being fought over. Genji is looking to win that battle. Veronica 7 is going to go down in the long run. Here comes the reinforcements for infantry, but they're already suffering. Oh, what an angle there for Spear. Just perfectly lines it up, takes him down. And you can see Tai Lu in a fight with everybody's fighting out here.
Yeah, my goodness.
Infantry is going to go down, but Spear's down as well. He got hit by a molly. Mutually assured destruction.
We've had so many players fall in the last 30 seconds. This is absolutely insane. Americano now over here on Tai Lu. What chaos. It's hard to
parse
keep track
this
of this, man.
There's like so much space on the southeast side of this circle.
Yeah, like if you guys have the map open on a second monitor or on a second tab, go take a look. Like all of this destruction in the early game has created so much space. We only have 37 people alive.
I don't know what's going on in this game. Everybody's angry, and I don't know why.
Why is Soul have no vehicle? What is happening?
He's trying to run to the Tiamba house. I think he's trying to sneak up underneath the Tiamba house and throw a grenade in it, maybe. I don't know, dude. This game is bananas. It is already off the rails, and it just seems like the further we delve into insanity, the better it gets. See, he's gonna throw a grenade in this window from the side corner, I think.
If you're Tiamba, you're not expecting this.
No
Guarantee
way.
that.
Yeah. And okay, yeah, just get full boosted. Oh nope, they're getting in vehicles, so he's too late.
Aww.
He's too late.
You know, he was thinking about this for a long time, so he is gonna get a nice angle here. Not able to connect.
Ooh.
Some close shots, but not able to get the headies.
You don't see Soul miss those too much.
No.
That was not the hardest shots to land in the world, in relative PUBG terms.
Yeah. Usually see Soul land those. Instead, Tion gonna be able to rotate out to the northeast. Meantime, New Happy taking some pops on themselves, and yeah, Nan's landing some of those shots.
He's been pretty good so far here for New Happy. Already 3 kills.
A 7-7 all the way down to 5 HP, but he will safely make it to this haven with his teammates.
Gotta be careful you don't hit that wall too hard and knock yourself. I've done that. We all been there. We all been there. All been there.
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You cannot play PUBG for probably even 60 hours without knocking yourself at least once in a vehicle.
Yeah, I never really played an open world FPS like this before in my life. And I don't really play a lot of FPS with vehicles. And I remember one of the first times I played PUBG, and actually hold that thought as we have Petrichor Road coming in here on Ghibli. Not too much action, but I didn't know how to honk the car. One of my teammates told me it was F.
Oh no! Oh no!
Did not go well, man.
Yeah, yeah. I can imagine not. You're like in full speed and
Yeah.
you're just out of the vehicle.
Yep.
Now, speaking of out of vehicles, it might be New Happy here shortly as they try to make a drive around the mansion. There's some dips, but not much going on. SSR able to get them low, but not out. Maybe they found enough space. Just barely for New Happy.
Yeah, Ghibli now making a rotation in here, but they're going to fight 17 in a bit of a pickle. I'm not sure if GBL wants to crash this, but they do. And actually, Suju getting a lot of damage in right now. Sho's going to take down Lambu, but Suju, he's already low HP.
Well,
what a situation we got Guru in here. My goodness.
yeah, Ghibli just not really able to get enough damage. Lambu's going to go down to his teammate's grenade as they're trying to call, he's trying to call in the artillery strikes.
Yep.
Finally, something's going to land here, but it's actually going to be Jufu's Hang Hang from afar, sitting out in the museum, just hammering down as Jufu takes the real estate that Genji and Infantry gave up when they killed each other.
Yeah, Pero hears this too, and they're trying to get in on the action as Jufu is also going to take a forward position here. They want to get these kills, and that's going to be a nice nade coming in. Does it have the distance?
Perfect.
Wow, what a nade! That's like
Perfect.
max range right there. That is perfect.
Yeah, Xiao DD with a great one there. Just in and out. Quick as you like. That's what you love to see. Those kind of maneuvers are what set the best teams apart.
Yeah, Jufu kind of in their debut right now. I mean, they are 4th on the leaderboard, 57, and the top 3 teams are out of this map already, so there is a bit of a gap, but man, they're gaining on everybody. Some great plays coming out of that team.
Really, really good plays. That right there is just as clean as it gets and well handled by them. Now Ghibli here, Heaven, that car is already blown up, so it is now static cover. It will not move much, and he's able to just sit behind it. EN, long range shots there onto Pero, and if you start hitting those, then you're really feeling it.
Yeah.
That's ambitious.
Well, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Ian with how well
True.
he's been shooting lately.
But they've got the Sky Garden.
They do. They have Sky Garden. This is not Heaven. Do not
yes.
be confused. This is Sky Garden.
Yeah, we don't have Heaven here. Okay, this is Asia. We have the Sky Garden.
Yeah, the Sky Garden.
You got to deal with it.
All right, now things kind of quieting down a little bit as we see the spread here is quite large. All that early action gives a lot of room to these teams, and Sky Garden still in it, as is the corner of Mansion.
Well, this is weird, but if Jufu can hold the southern edge, if this shifts away from Sky Garden, a lot of times teams that can hold that, there's just enough of a ridge that's in the middle of this circle that you can kind of get away with being the southern team, but you have to win the southern battle cleanly. And that's where things get tricky. Otherwise, the teams out of Sky Garden and Mansion have some decent opportunities because they're able to keep vehicles safe and hold on to utility and those kind of things. So just kind of curious to see where this one's going to maneuver going forward. Yacha is going to hear Rex in that vehicle. Are they going to be able to find enough of an angle? Salute's in trouble.
I don't know. I think Salute's aware of this. I think they might have been trying to bait out some shots because he's walking around with a barrel trying to find an angle.
He's going to need help, though, State.
Yeah, Rex is here. Soul is here. I think they want to take this fight.
Yeah, I think they were going to maybe leave this fight, but I think you're right that Salute heard this, and that changed Danawa's opinion on what the situation was. Look at this. Maru's like, nah, never mind.
Yep, if we can't catch you driving, we don't want to take the fight pretty much. And you can't blame him. I mean, Blue closing in, you really want to get out of this edge, and you want to try and maneuver into a better position here. You do not want to get bogged down in a fight as some fire is raining down from Sky Garden. Tion having a rough go of things as 7-7 is going to be taken out, as is Lin Shun after a great performance in the last game. The Freaks just laying down a lot of hurt right here. And now Danawa, hearing all this action, they know attention is diverted. They're going to roll up.
So you can, fit a couple teams on the outside of the Sky Garden there.
Oh.
And it is going to be Ghibli finally taken out. Heaven there tried to hold on as long as he could, but Maru's going to show up, and here comes Pero. Hang Hang from Jufu as well, putting some damage into Maru. Now, Chui is very, very weak, and Ian is trying to figure out where he was. He's going to hear that shot. Tang going to have to land a heck of a grenade, even gets hit in the head. He does shoot Hikari. That grenade so close
under
to
the
ending.
car.
Yeah, so close to ending Maru's round there. Another grenade right in the back of D-Lax. He is almost down. Aches left trying to find the last member of Maru. Just cannot quite see it.
Yeah, Aches left out of frags now, but I think his teammate might have one. That's going to flush Gak. D-Lac still up, as is Sungyoung. He's got to get the res up if he can, but this is such a tough position right now. And Pero, they're going to back off. I think they're out of frags. Not quite able to finish the deal. Sungyoung actually does bleed out.
For Pero here, they're just fine staying up. They did enough damage that it's pretty unlikely D-Lax is going to be too much of a problem. Now, Tianba, on the other hand, does get to the other side of that hill, so they're surprisingly safe there. A lot of people don't realize that spot is actually pretty safe until the team from the Sky Garden has to come down on top of you.
Right, right. And hopefully for them, I mean, Donovan might prove to be a problem for the Freaks, and if they're able to 3P that on the entrance into the circle, there's a lot of potential there in that position.
I tell you what, that Tianba today is really just...
They're ratting it out.
Yeah, they are mega ratting it.
Not in a bad way either, in a very good way. This is like a nice New York street rat. It's the Subway, it's got a slice of pizza, it's very happy.
It's got a little bit of the mutant gene inside of it, you know.
It's got character.
It's teaching Ninja Turtles how to fight, you know, that kind of thing.
And Lash with some great shots right there. Actually, USG is getting teared apart by everybody. I didn't realize Jufu was landing some of those knocks as well.
Jufu just got so much open space to do whatever they want.
Yeah, and I mean, they've already proven to be dangerous.
Nobody's contesting it. So I tell you what, Jufu's probably going to win this game.
Yeah, you were talking about how the team that can secure the south side, the difficulty really is in securing the south side. And then after you have it, it's very playable in the late game.
Yeah, south or west sometimes, but usually south.
Like you said, no one's really contesting it. We got 2 players from New Happy all the way on the east side, and the northeast is quite contested.
Dude,
Tian.
Lash has been hitting some nasty shots up here with this SLR.
Yeah.
It's absolutely nasty.
I want to say last time we checked in on him, he had 130 bullets in the bag, and now he's got 28, so he's been busy. He's been very, very busy.
Putting it to good use.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we like to see.
Rack up those points, man.
AZ's got a bolt. Okay, now I'm rooting for Pero.
Let's do it, man.
We're done. Everybody else in this lobby's dead to me. We're rooting for AZ. I want AZ to win this game. How about that? I don't care about the rest of Pero.
Oh, interesting play here from GEX. They hear KDF rolling in, and instead of staying on that south side of Sky Garden, they're going to rotate over to the east and hopefully bait out a fight.
This is going to come down to timing for the Freaks. If Donawa and GEX kind of hit them at the same time, they don't know this is coming. They have no idea GEX is back here.
Yeah.
This is disaster for the Freaks. They're going to get headshot once, fake it twice. GEX is absolutely ripping Kwangdong Freaks apart. You still have a COD and EN, but now they got Donawa. Well, Donawa might fight Pero on the other side, but this is not easy at all. Donawa just drives by Pero, takes him down. They've got a couple make it 3 big kills. AZ out here with the barrel. Can he get any more?
I don't think so, man. That was a beautifully executed drive-by right there. They just melted, and now Petrichor rode on their last legs. AZ tried to hold it together. He's got a good spray down on Rex, but he got him. Look at that.
He got him.
That was crazy. What a fight.
Rex kind of got caught in a weird position where he's trying to throw grenades, and AZ just started pushing. I don't know how much time AZ has. Oh, he does have plenty of time. This is right on the edge of that circle, so they're going to be able to get the reses. Meanwhile, Jufu just going to do Jufu things and watch everybody else in this circle.
Yeah, Jufu for somehow, I don't know if it's luck or maneuvering. I think it's a little bit of both. They've been finding these positions where they can just lay into absolutely everybody and rack up the kills.
Yep. Nobody ever messed with them. This is the whole thing. If you have the south side of these circles that are outside of the museum, you have control over so much territory. Because, especially if you have the Alamo still, where Jufu is, that building there, forget it.
All right, AZ back with the Car 98.
And that's why we're rooting for him.
That's why we're rooting for him.
That's it. There's no other reason. I just want everybody at home to understand, I am not Pero biased. I am Car 98 biased.
Okay. We really have not seen a lot of bolts so far.
No.
I mean, like, it's not...
No dedicated bolters here in this lobby.
Yeah. XYZ trying to get some shots over here on the Freaks. The Freaks trying to do the best they can to salvage the situation with some kind of soft cover from all these vehicles. They will get a crate. No, the Shadow deceptively far. All right.
DX was still alive.
Yeah, he's been holding down there for a long time. Arrow just kind of left him alone.
That's a point. Oh, Kane. Oh, no. He gave up. Ran himself over. I think he took off in the car and then did what you did. Hit F.
I like how that's what I do now. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Jufu not quite landing these shots right here on the Freaks. It is not the easiest angle, and E-End, as we've seen from earlier today, is just absolutely nutty with a DMR in this lobby.
And there aren't enough smokes in the world. There just isn't. Oh God, don't shoot your teammates. Oh God, oh God. That makes me so nervous. Watching his teammates' like heads just pop right in front of that crosshair.
Yeah, it just keeps happening.
Ah, there you go. That's what I like to see. Reposition. Nan just might as well just send it home. There's no reason.
I would run to the Freaks, man. Guns blazing, just try and make something happen.
Oh, I would.
There's no.
I mean, yeah.
No smokes in the world to cover this.
There's just no reason to get
Yep,
points.
there you go.
Yeah, no reason.
Off into the blue yonder he goes. Goodbye, Nan.
Godspeed. GG, well played. All right. 4
So
teams.
anticlimactic.
Yeah, 4 teams left. That is Jufu with 4 players. Everybody else at 2, 3, or 1. Tianba somehow still kicking in this one. They just are so good at finding ways.
Oh, Jufu.
What is Jufu doing? Oh, okay. They're getting ahead of this.
Yeah.
The next circle is very likely to move away from that compound. So, you know, they're gonna lose this. You as at some point you might as well set it up in a position where you feel comfortable now to turn it into, you know, static cover.
Right, yeah, getting hard cover out of that is nice. And they do have a little tiny bit of slope, just enough to play with this. It's flat enough that no one really has the elevation to take advantage of that. And unfortunately for them, the circle hardships a little bit more than they might have anticipated all the way to the northwest.
Well, this is actually a problem now. When I was talking about coming from the south, there's actually still too much of this hill that Pero's on inside of this. So they've got a little bit of a awkward position to be in. They got to kind of hope that...
Oh, so many cars.
Yeah, they got to kind of hope that this is like the remnants of infantry, Genji, and others.
8 vehicles there.
Yeah, but Jufu's got to hope that now that somebody does some damage to Pero, because it's going to be a little bit tricky, actually. There's just too much of that ridge still in this.
Yeah, this is a tough spot for them. I mean, they do have a number of vehicles. Some of them do have good HP, and as you see, there is a little bit of elevation they're here to play with.
Just enough. Okay, so they found something.
Yeah, this is playable. This is playable for now.
And I think it's like just outside of Pero frag grenade range, and maybe you could bounce a really good one in there, but I think it's just too far away. KDF has to make a move, and the Freaks, let's see what they can get done. Chewy's still here, and well, never mind.
Not for long.
Sorry, he's gone. Oh, traded 1 for 1. EN, the last one up here. Jufu now getting involved. EN here, still alive. It's actually XYZ who's going to knock Mill there. EN cooks the grenade. If he hits AZ with it, it's GG. Oh, it's just a bit too far.
This is mutually assured destruction right now. It's just AZ up for Pero, and Jufu is all 4 men. They are all converging on this position. It's just a matter of time. AZ is going to try and survive valiantly, but the nades are coming in. That's it. What a brilliantly played game by Jufu. Really showing up here today, man.
I'm telling you, it's that south end of that circle. It's so powerful. There's so much to work with compared to the rest of the teams that are in that. And they play it to perfection. Well handled here by Jufu. I thought for a moment they might have some trouble with that last circle shift. But they navigated it perfectly. They found the side of that hill. They waited for their moment to strike. And they nailed it. So hats off to them.
Yeah, they even got ahead of it going the wrong direction. We're still able to salvage the situation, rotating back around clockwise. That was, really great play there by Jufu, man. I've been so impressed with their shooting, with their spatial control, their rotations. Everything has been fantastic. What a debut.
Yeah, huge. You love to see it. And it's just, if you've been watching PCS, it shouldn't surprise you too much. There's just always these teams that come out of the woodwork from China that are just absolutely nuts.
PCL is stacked.
It is. Dude, it is so stacked. It's crazy. Well, Jufu, gonna take our first air and go. We have one more air and go to go, folks. We're gonna eventually here in a little bit take a short break, but don't go anywhere because we'll be back. And I'm curious to see who's gonna take this last air and go. It's been a pretty China-heavy day. I mean, other than Genji.
Yeah.
It's been rough for Korea today.
Yeah, Genji had 1 win, and the rest, I mean, even in terms of top placement, it's just been China. Like the Freaks and Danawa, they've been getting knocked out kind of early. I mean, the Freaks had a good showing there in that last game, but China really stepping it up.
I think the Freaks, in my opinion, misplayed the Sky Garden position a little bit there. You actually, in my opinion, the best way to play that is to just sit on the top of it until you absolutely can't.
Yeah.
I think wrapping around to that bottom, they either completely misread GEX's position, or didn't expect it somehow, because that completely ruined that round for them.
Yeah, I think when they came down, they were expecting to immediately come on top of GEX. Weren't expecting GX to rotate back almost into the blue.
Yeah.
To come around and just hamstring him. So, yeah, unfortunate situation there for the Freaks. GEX got a lot of damage done, maybe even scored a couple points out of that maneuver.
Yeah, sure.
But, yeah, you're right. That Skyguarded position is really powerful in those circles, but you got to play it very carefully.
Yes, yes, exactly. It is kind of a tricky dance you have to play. So we'll see as we go to the next Aaron Go what that's going to look like for GEX as well. If you think about the beginning of that game when they lost 2 of their players, very, very early to New Happy, who
that was right. Yeah,
hot dropped them. I guess you could call that a hot drop. It was kind of awkward, but
it was an unintentional hot drop.
I think it was intentional from New Happy.
I think they were like
trying
sick. To die?
I think they were sick of fighting Donawa. And we're like, let's go fight GX. There's no way they're going to expect this. Poor GEX like gave up on the Impala fight to infantry, and they're like, okay, now we don't have to worry about hot drops. And New Happy's like, whoa,
yeah,
you thought wrong.
That was a good play. That was kind of a crazy early game, honestly, as we see Jufu. Right here, your MVP, 4 kills. 10 kills on the game for Jufu. That's pretty solid. That's a 20-point win, ain't it? That is good.
It's good. You take those. Yeah, Xiao DD with a very nice game.
What, 200 damage and 4 kills. That is efficiency.
That's pretty. That's letting a lot of other people do some damage for you, and then you cleaning up what they started. It is efficient. Absolutely. Yeah, 20 points. You're absolutely right here for Jufu. Petrichor Road not too far behind, making a strong run today. The Freaks some much needed points, though. 12 points to take those games. You absolutely take those games every time. And New Happy, you know, after a win, 9 points, you take that as well.
Yeah, solid performance all around. I mean, we need a lot of, we need more Korean teams here in the top, if any of them are going to take this away from China, because historically, it's always China running away with PCS. You know these Korean teams are hungry for a win. Genji's been showing up. It's time for Danawa and the Freaks to show up as well.
Yeah, I mean, that game right there really felt like an opportunity for Danawa since they weren't messed around with in Yasnaya. But guys, we got to take a break before our final game of the day. Match number 10, it's Erangel. We'll be right back here at PCS 6 Asia.
what you really want.